Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today I am back renovating the third of our townhouses. This is a building I created in Sequoia a couple of weeks ago where it was the shell of 3 townhouses and I've been going through and furnishing them all. Today this is going to be a townhouse for opposite brothers. That was the vague concept we started with and tried to figure out their personalities as we went through. It ended up one of these Sims is in the athletic career and the other one is an archaeologist. So those are the 2 personalities we are working with here, the 2 different careers. And I think this space came out really cool in the end. I liked mixing those 2 ideas together. So there are like lots of books and artifacts and stuff around, as well as like sports equipment and workout things. And the strongest color in here I would say is blue. And I actually ended up getting to use a rug in this space that I don't think I've ever used before, ever. And what pack is it from? Is it maybe Get Together? I'm actually not sure. I'll be grabbing it here shortly to use in the living room. It's a black and blue rug, and I confidently feel like I could say I've never used it before. It's just very out there. This one. Yeah, it's from Get Together. It's kind of fun, but I don't think I've ever used it, and it works so well here. I was quite pleased with that. It felt nice to be able to use an item I haven't used before. But the living space is coming together quite nicely here. I just am creating a little area to put up a TV and I clutter up this stand underneath that. I should also be swapping out that chair in a little while. I'm going to be replacing it with one from Jungle Adventure that has like a deeper wood tone and a cute little pillow on it. I quite liked that. I also threw that skeleton in the garage space. I ended up making the garage a mixture of a gym and a studio space. So there's an archaeology table in there as well as some trophies and a workout machine. I just tried to mix the 2 ideas together pretty nicely in that space. They share that space. And then out here, I was adding some like vases, some books, and this little doll as well. And there's also some weights and things like that on the table. I think I did an okay job at mixing these 2 ideas together, but definitely let me know. This was really fun to do, and it had been suggested because there are so many videos out there about opposite sisters and not that many of opposite brothers. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So let's tackle that. I really liked that idea. So of course, if you have any ideas like that, that you would like to see implemented on the channel, always leave those in the comments down below. I read all of them and I try to respond to as many as I can. And I love to incorporate the ideas I get from y'all in videos. It's always so inspiring. But anyway, this is that area that I was talking about earlier, cluttering up. So we have some boxes and stuff. I put some CDs, a little sports photo, which I thought was so cute, and this hat as well, which is from the Everyday Clutter Kit. I think it works out so nicely in this space. So just moving all of those things around to try and make it look, I don't know what the word is, but realistically placed. Sometimes it's hard to place clutter in a way that makes it feel like it's supposed to be there and not just perfectly placed, if that makes sense. And then I added some magazines on the lower level. But moving on into the kitchen, if you haven't seen the other videos, all of the kitchens are essentially the same. I might swap out the appliances or change the swatch of the counters, but this is meant to be a townhouse where everything is essentially, the same units. So I wanted to try to keep that as much as possible. So the kitchens don't change too much. I just add some fun clutter into these spaces. So we have some of these like protein powders in the kitchen, some fruits and veggies, and of course cutting boards, because how could I not? I also added a chalkboard over in the kitchen space, which I thought looked nice. And then we're getting a 2-seater table, just a nice brown swatch that matches the rest of the apartment, with a couple of these more mid-century chairs, which are from the bowling stuff pack. I really, really like those. That's a really good stuff pack in my opinion, and I desperately miss stuff packs, but it's been so long now, I really don't think we're getting them back. But anyway, this is the trophy case that I had mentioned. This one is actually from high school years. It's the one that's supposed to go in the high school, but I thought it was kind of fun to have in the garage space here, so that's what I did. And I moved over the skeleton, and we are grabbing one of these workout machines, as well as an archaeology table for the other brother. So just grabbing that now and moving over the skeleton, and I get some artwork and stuff up above this space too. The room's pretty simple. I just have a couple of skill building items in here, a couple of decorations. I didn't want it to be too cluttered because I wanted it to be functional, so I do keep it pretty basic. I think we get a couple of posters up on the walls as well, the base game, like workout ones. And I might get a rug in here. I can't remember. Oh yeah, and a lamp in the corner. Yeah. So we're just grabbing that, and that is the garage space. I think it looks really cute. I was quite happy with it. And then we're just going to decorate the hallways when you first walk in, having a place to hang up a coat, temperature controls, and your fire alarm. I also wanted to get a mirror by the front entrance. I was thinking it was pretty minimal here. I don't know why, but that's just kind of the vibe I got from these Sims. Like, their living space has some clutter in it, but like they didn't put too much time and effort into decorating the hallway spaces. I did get this really cool shelving unit by the back door though. That one's from Eco Lifestyle, and it's gotta be one of my favorites in the game. I just don't use it too often because it's already pre-decorated, so it already looks very, like a very specific style. So I don't use it too often because I feel like it gets repetitive. But I also put a heater over here as well as a plant, and that should be it for the bottom floor. And we're heading upstairs to work on the bedrooms. The one that has the trophies and stuff in it is going to be for our athletic sim, and the other one is going to be for our archaeologist. I swapped the beds though. I was being a little bit indecisive with how I wanted these spaces to come out, but I knew I wanted to have the trophies and medals and stuff in this space. And I decided to give them a bigger room because I was thinking that I would probably put some more workout equipment in here. And this room is only slightly bigger. It has that little bump out in the front. So in that space, I end up putting a punching bag a little bit later. And both of the spaces have a lot of blue, like the whole house does, but I thought it looked really pretty, this deep like navy color, and I combined it with this mint green because you can see that on the bedspread as well. And I just think it looks really nice. I was quite happy with this space. I think the archaeologist's room is my favorite though. I just think it has a lot more personality to it and like unique pieces and patterns and stuff, and I love decorating that way. But I did add some new shoes on the bed. That is from the Everyday Clutter Kit. I thought that was kind of a cute item to add in here. There's actually quite a few items from that kit that work nicely for an athletic sim. So that was a good one to use in this space. And I kept the bedside tables pretty simple. One of them has a couple of things on it, like a water bottle. I also have a mirror in here that is broken. I don't know why, but I liked the idea of that. And then this is going to be where the punching bag goes, and I should be getting a dresser in here as well, the matching one to the bedside tables, which are all from high school years. It's just a nice, simple brown dresser, so I use it a lot. And I also got this gorgeous painting. That one is from the Fitness Stuff pack, and it's also one of my favorite paintings in the game. It's just so modern, and it's a beautiful photo of a waterfall, so I like to use it whenever I can fit it into a space. It's very modern, so it doesn't fit everywhere, but I thought it worked nicely here. And then I add another little dresser over here as well. I don't think I put anything on it though. I'm pretty sure I hang something above it though. And I'm just, yeah, there it is. The like basketball with the cap, also from the Everyday Clutter Kit. And that should be pretty much it for this room. I think I'm looking for one more piece of artwork to put on the wall because it felt a little bit too bare over here, but I can't remember if I actually found anything or not, or if I left it, because I'm always wondering if I should keep spaces bare or actually attempt to fill all of the spaces. It's kind of a difficult decision on the balance of having like empty space versus filling it all, because it can sometimes look too cluttered. But it looks like I did add that painting, and then I quickly decorated the bathroom. The bathrooms are another piece that were already built in, much like the kitchen. When I decorated this unit to begin with, what I did is I created floor plans and the outside and all of the like permanent fixtures, like in real life, what would be there already when you moved into a space. So that was already there, but we've moved on to the archaeologist's bedroom now, and I'm trying my best to figure out how I want to decorate this. I used this collection of photos from the Paranormal Stuff pack and combined a couple other pieces in there with that map of the world. This beautiful giant dresser from Snowy Escape. We have a nice tapestry on the wall. I just really like this room. I feel like it has a lot of fun colors in it, and I got to use some items I don't use as often, like those curtains from Paranormal I think are so beautiful, and I believe I get some like fossils and stuff up on the top of this wardrobe. Yeah, there's a little fossil and one of those pieces that hasn't been like worked on the archaeology table. I also added a suitcase in here for all of the travels I imagine that the sim goes on for their career. And then I got a like suitcase dresser over here to put a TV and stuff on as their other wardrobe space. I think it looks so cute in here. That That dresser there, that's a stack of suitcases or a stack of trunks. That one is from Werewolves, and I use it so often. It is such a good piece. I really like a lot of the items that we got with the Werewolves game pack. I use them quite a bit. I also got a lot of postcards in here of some of the places the sim has probably traveled for their job, and I thought it'd be fun to collect those. You probably can't take back a ton of souvenirs when you're traveling that often, but I think a postcard is reasonable and it doesn't take up that much space, so I thought that was cool. And I also used this giant mirror in the corner from the newest expansion pack, Growing Together. I haven't used it yet. It is so big, but it's such a beautiful piece, so I was really excited about that. So just placing that there and then decorating the hallway, getting some curtains and stuff. It's very minimal. Also, I did build this before the latest 2 kits came out, so that is why you're not seeing anything of the greenhouse kit or the basement kit, because I didn't have them yet. But I'm not sure which one of those items I would have used anyway. Maybe that mirror instead of the Growing Together one, but I really like the Growing Together one, so I don't know. But that's pretty much it for this apartment. Or for this townhouse. We should be going out back here shortly to decorate the yard, which I kept really simple. I ended up just putting a couple of chairs and a little table, plus the trash can, all the things you would need. It's a very small backyard. It's a little townhouse, so they're all really small. But with that, we are heading on into screenshots. I do really hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified of every time I upload a new video. Thank you so very much for watching. Enjoy those screenshots, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.